guys, how y'all doing today? If you've been here before, you know who I am. If it's your first time stopping by, hi, my name is Barb, and this is Halfway to Sane. We do true crime on this channel, and I'm going to go ahead and put my disclaimer right out there that on this channel you're going to, damn it, I have a hair. On this channel you're going to hear stories about abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, sex trafficking, sexual exploitation, murder, rape, missing persons, etc. So if any of those topics bother you in any way, unfortunately, you may not want to stick around. But if you choose to stay, thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get right into the story that has to do with a young woman who lives in Texas who was murdered. So a woman faces up to life in federal prison after recently being convicted of helping her now ex-fiancé plan the killing of his ex-girlfriend and the mother of his child. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Texas announced on April 17, 2024, that a jury found Holly Elkins guilty of conspiracy to stalking using a dangerous weapon, resulting in death, and brandishing a firearm in relation to a crime of violence in connection with the death of 24-year-old Alyssa Burkett. Holly was initially indicted in June of 2023. Now, Holly's former fiancé, Andrew Beard, who was Alyssa's ex-boyfriend, pled guilty to stalking using a dangerous weapon, resulting in the death and discharging a firearm during a crime of violence. A judge sentenced him to 40 years in federal prison, and Andrew admitted during his plea agreement that he wanted custody of his and Alyssa's daughter, Willow Ann. According to prosecutors, Holly dreamt of a life with Andrew and a mother-child relationship with his daughter. Holly reportedly questioned the victim's mothering skills and referred to her as different, profound names, including garbage shit mom. And Holly and Andrew began dating in April of 2020, and within a month, they went shopping for engagement rings already. According to prosecutors, in June of 2020, Holly became upset that Andrew and Alyssa were still associating with one another. She reportedly wrote to him and said that Alyssa owned him. And Holly told Andrew, "You choose to be, I don't know, for lack of a better term, submissive to her. I don't want or need any bullshit from anyone." She had texted that to Andrew. So at this point, Holly and Andrew moved in together, and Holly reportedly began a campaign to harass Alyssa in the summer of 2020. According to the attorney's office, Holly and Andrew placed a GPS tracker on Alyssa's car, and using a fake name, Holly called 911 and falsely reported that Alyssa's vehicle was driving erratically. Prosecutors said in August of 2020, Holly scratched herself and lied to police, telling them that Alyssa's mother had assaulted her. Holly and Andrew also hired a private investigator to find dirt on Alyssa and her new boyfriend. However, the investigator testified in court and said they did not uncover anything incriminating, and in September of 2020, Holly reportedly helped Andrew place drugs and a gun in Alyssa's car, and then Holly reported to the police that Alyssa was selling drugs to black men out of her car. Throughout September of 2020, Holly and Andrew bought various items, including a black raincoat, in cash they used, and dark makeup, and 410 shotgun shells, and a knife. Now, according to the attorney's office, Holly had texted Andrew a week before Alyssa's death and wrote, "I hope you handle it." She also reportedly told him to ride or die for her. Investigators obtained Google search records revealing Andrew began searching for how to remove gunpowder from his hands, and on October 2020, prosecutors said Andrew shot Alyssa in the head while she was sitting in her car in the work parking lot. At the time, Andrew was reportedly dressed in a black rain suit and disguised as a black man. Alyssa, severely injured and bloody from the gunshot wound, got out of her car and reportedly tried to enter a nearby building for assistance. Allegedly, Andrew realized that Alyssa was alive and continued to stab her 44 times. During the trial, Alyssa's co-workers testified and said they discovered Alyssa covered in blood and gasping for air just outside of the office. Co-workers tried to revive her, but she died at the scene. Now, Holly stayed at Andrew's residence during the incident, so she had an alibi. She reportedly said Andrew was home with her at the time. And according to prosecutors, Alyssa's new boyfriend said in court he believed Holly was the puppet master behind the murder. After the verdict was announced, Alyssa's mother expressed how overwhelmed she was. She said she was happy, overwhelming emotions because finally this had come to an end. This has been a long time coming, and she commented on the fact that Holly displayed no signs of emotions during the trial, no emotion at all. She didn't have anything. She said she didn't even think she blinked. And a few months later, on August 15th, 2024, Holly Elkins was sentenced to 2 consecutive life sentences. She is serving her sentence behind bars at a Texas penitentiary. So she will never see the light of day outside of bars ever again, because the consecutive life sentences run together. So she has to serve that life sentence and then this life sentence. So she'll never get out. So if you want to hear a little bit more on Alyssa's life, stay put. When Alyssa Burkett was tragically shot and killed outside her workplace, the police initially had no clear suspects. Witnesses reported seeing a man in disguise, but when they spoke to Alyssa's family, they pointed them towards her ex-boyfriend, Andrew Beard. Now, there was a 48-hour CBS special titled "The Plot to Eliminate Alyssa Burkett." Alyssa's mother and younger sister shared their memories of Alyssa's life, and they have also discussed how they continue to honor and preserve her legacy. Alyssa's mother, Teresa, was married to Josh Forsyth when she welcomed her daughter, Alyssa Ann Burkett, on December 31st, 1995. The couple, who were living in Mesquite, Texas at the time and worked hard to provide Alyssa with a bright future. They later had another daughter, Taylor Forsyth. However, their marriage eventually ended. And despite the split, the two prioritized maintaining a cordial relationship for the sake of their children. Now, over time, Alyssa embraced her blended family, welcoming her younger sister, Madison Grimes, and her brothers, Landon and Tyler Collard. It was a lively, lovely household filled with happiness. Alyssa's family was aware of her troubled relationship with Andrew Beard and disapproved of it. They alleged that he had been harassing her and fighting her for custody of their daughter, Willow. Miranda, another of Alyssa's family members, shared that Alyssa was scared Andrew might gain custody because he had solid financial resources. Now, when they learned about Alyssa's attack and death, Teresa immediately went to the scene and urged the police to investigate Andrew, suspecting him to be the one involved. In the months that followed, the family also pointed to Holly Ann Elkins, Andrew's girlfriend at the time. They believed that without her influence, Andrew might not have committed the crime. Teresa Collard now resides in Dallas, Texas with her partner, and despite her divorce from her ex-husband, the two remain on good terms, and there is a strong sense of family among them all. They have all managed to maintain a harmonious relationship, coming together to celebrate important occasions and ensuring that the family stays connected. As a proud grandmother now, Teresa cherishes her role and makes every special occasion even more meaningful for her grandchildren. She knows that Willow needs special care and has been a guardian to her. Now, when Willow graduated pre-kindergarten in May of 2024, Teresa attended the function proudly and with a beaming smile on her face. She is now dedicated to giving the little 5-year-old a normal and safe life with her family. Madison Grimes, Alyssa's sister, currently resides in Texas with her partner Noah. In May of 2023, she welcomed her first child, a son named Hudson, and celebrated his first birthday with great joy. Throughout all the changes in her life, Madison has been very vocal about how much she misses her sister Alyssa and how deeply her life has been affected by her sister's tragic loss. Madison shared a heartfelt video on TikTok about the case, which quickly went viral, garnering over 2 million views. It was through this that Madison realized how crucial it was to speak out about the pain her sister endured and to raise awareness about the case. Madison has remained actively involved in keeping the public informed about the developments in Alyssa's case, and she felt a sense of closure and peace when the perpetrators were finally imprisoned. Madison has also become a mother figure to Willow. Guys, I do want to point out that if you suspect any type of abuse of any sort, go ahead and for domestic violence, call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233, or you can go to their hotline, their website, and all calls are toll-free and confidential, and the hotline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I know they take something like, I don't know, 180 different languages or something like that. So even if you think it's nothing, even if it's just the tiniest little bit of something, make that phone call, because you never know, it could save somebody's life. If you have any comments or questions, please put them down below. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. I would appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button and that notification bell so you know the next time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, peace.